Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, and there's a storm across the valley. This is the road that goes to Oliver Lee State Park, and I am in my Chevy Spark. I've just been to Alamogordo and done a little grocery shopping, and I got me a pizza. What I'm going to do, it may get a little wind in the mic, but I want to show you the difference here. That's towards Alamogordo over this way, where that rain is, and yeah, it's pretty across these mountains, man. And the temperature went from like 90 to about 80 something, and but it's really pretty, man. And I'll just kind of let you see this as I go along here. Go straight ahead again is Oliver Lee State Park, and we go up a little bit in the elevation, not a whole lot, maybe 400 or 500 feet maybe, but yeah. You look over to the right, and there's what you see. Hey, straight ahead you got this, and then over here on the left you got this over here. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the desert, man. I mean, and I have to tell you, I drove coming from Alamogordo. I drove through rain, pretty good rain, because I was coming from that direction you're looking. And then I went into a dust storm, and it was raining mud. Ooh, did you see that lightning? I did. Oh, Rusty did. So anyway, yeah, we'll just let this go a minute here, and this will be a video for lunchtime one day. Yeah, there's a storm across the valley. The clouds are rolling in. Isn't that really interesting? And so far, it's gone pretty good. My spot here at Oliver Lee State Park is pretty level for my Class C motorhome, which is nice. And the temperature, because of the rain showers around, it started out, it got up to about 90, and then it dropped down to about, right now it shows to be 80 right now. And that's very nice. But of course, the main thing about being out here in this desert area is when it does rain, you get that desert rain fragrance, you know what I mean? And it's really pretty nice. There's one other car on this whole road, one, R-O-N-E, one. And guess where they are? You don't need to guess, you know already, right? Well, yeah, the wind and the rain are coming from east to west, and yeah, it was blowing really good in town. I mean, luckily I got everything done and got in my car and was headed out before the rain hit. And again, I'll show you what's going on over there in Alamogordo right here. Yeah, it looks like it's really raining heavily, but it's not. I mean, it's raining, I'll give you that, but it's not that heavy. I mean, they don't get that much rain out here. I think the annual rainfall out here in this area is about 13 to 16 inches a year. Pretty dadgum dry. You can see that cloud over there dropping the rain, and that's just beautiful, isn't it? I just love this shit, man. I mean, that's the pleasure. I talk about getting a place with a view, and I've always said that. One of these days, I'm gonna get me a place with a view. Well, folks, I have a place with a view now. It's the whole freaking United States. I mean, if I want to go see some mountains, I'm gonna go see some mountains. You know what I mean? And as far as yeah, isn't this pretty? Oliver Lee is kind of an underrated state park, in my opinion. I mean, I love the views here. I mean, you've got that backdrop of the mountains in the east, and then of course the west. That's west and desert combined is weather. God damn. But up in that area somewhere over those mountains, or in those mountains, is Cloudcroft, New Mexico, and that's about the direction that would be, I think. And but anyway, I'll end the video. I just thought I'd give you guys. Isn't that pretty though? Yeah, my view out the window from my RV is those mountains you see straight ahead, and it's the main window, the big window by the dining table. And yeah, that's pretty nice to be able to sit there and look out at those mountains. And the sun rises over those mountains in the mornings, and it really helps the temperature. Why? Because the sun doesn't get up over those mountains till after 8 or 8:30 or so, and it's nice and cool up here in the shade until about that time. But anyway, from near Oliver Lee State Park, which is straight ahead, you'll see those little covers. I'll let it go till I get to my RV. Hell, I ain't got nothing else to do. and it's just been a few minutes, so what you'll get to see, let me turn this and do this, getting a few drops on the windshield. Let me do this, dink. It's cool, isn't it? It is cool, actually. It's 80. Dropped at about 10, 12 degrees. But you wouldn't want to be out in those canyons. No, Darren. Why? Because, man, when they have a flash flood in here, it is a freaking flash flood. I mean, it's like anywhere in the mountains. You know, they come up real quick. Sometimes you don't even know they're coming because it can be raining up there in those mountains. You don't really notice it where you are, and all of a sudden that little creek that you were able to jump across is the Mississippi River for about 10 minutes. There's no way to open nada, man. Yeah, the Oliver Lee is about 4 miles off the main highway back there, back in the hills here, in the mountains. And then I think there's one other RV in the whole park now, which surprised me. You know, we're talking about crowding and hard to make, get reservations and stuff. I had to come backwards from one place that was a little crowded, but yeah, there's the sign that says Oliver Lee State Park. But yeah, but it's certainly not crowded here, and it's not crowded at Elephant Butte, and it's not crowded at Cochiti. It's just that last little stop. Let's do that. Pretty neat, huh? Isn't that beautiful? I just love this, man. Look, when you see the lightning and all the stuff, and the rain. I mean, it's the simple things that turn me on, guys, as you can tell. It doesn't take much to make old Rusty happy. No. And there's my RV. I'll show it to you. My RV is right over, well, can you see it through those deals there? Maybe not. Anyway, but yeah, you can see how the wind's kind of blowing here. Now we're facing south that way. Is that right? Yeah, south. Yeah, and then we're turning around here, this is facing west, close. And that is my RV. All set up right here, and got the tow dolly right here. And everything worked out pretty good, guys. So from Oliver Lee State Park on a beautiful, windy, rainy day, this is Rusty78609 saying, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the linked Amazon products. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life. Bye-bye, guys.